But one of those thinking of heading back to Syria is the former Olympic swimmer Yusra Mardini, who competed in Rio in 2016 and again in 2020. That was only after swimming for her life, of course, during her escape from her homeland. Well, this week she is back in Budapest in Hungary, watching swimming's World Championships. Budapest was one of the stops as she fled from Syria.
Sitting here reminds Yusra of the most desperate time of her life when she spent a week sleeping in this square. Almost a decade ago, when she was 17, she escaped Syria's civil war and made it to Budapest. But Hungary was closing its borders and closing in on her.
I remember this area being surrounded by police and they did not treat us very well.
These few photographs are all that Yusra has of her childhood in Damascus. Her home and the pool where she was training to be a competitive swimmer were destroyed.
So when we were walking outside, the glass of the hotel exploded. And I remember getting to the car and my mom asking, "Are you okay?" And I was just like in such a shock that I could not speak back to her. It was really as if it was like a movie scene. The car was like, my mom was driving so fast and then the missiles were hitting behind.
What happened next is so extraordinary, it has been dramatised in a film. She and her sister Zara gave all they had to people smugglers to cross from Turkey to Greece. Their boat was sinking, so the sisters swam, dragging the dinghy for hours until all 20 refugees were safely on land.
I was trying to look at the child on the boat and be as happy as I can, because I want him not to think about, that we are in trouble. It's just about like fighting to stay alive.
They then spent 25 days making the treacherous journey to Germany, where they settled. She went on to compete in Rio and Tokyo for the Refugee Olympic team. She has returned to Hungary to watch the World Swimming Championships and only discovered that President Assad had finally been ousted when she stepped off the plane.
Just seeing how many people lost their lives, they were killed just because they asked for freedom.
How hopeful are you for the future of your country?
My country and its people, we will find a way to have peace again. I just think Syrians deserve to live at peace. They deserve to have a normal life, because since I was born, I don't think I've ever been free. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to say exactly what I wanted until this moment.
She is contemplating eventually moving back to Syria and one day starting her own family there. She says it has always been where her heart belongs. Amy Lewis, News at 10, Budapest.